All right, good morning, everybody. I already caught a feisty rainbow trout. We're not really shooting for rainbows, unless I damage a rainbow and stuff, but we're not going to keep rainbow trouts today if we can help it. What we are shooting for, and we're not going to keep them, is a German brown trout. Now, German brown trouts are usually nighttime fish, but during this time of year, they're fighting all the time because we've got the salmon are in pre-spawn right now. They're breaking the tops of the water like little pods of dolphins, just doing that. The salmon are. And we just stocked the lake a week ago, so with a bunch of trout. So there's a lot of food, big food in the water for the German browns. So I painted this. It is a diving swim bait painted like a German brown. And we are going to use this, and we're basically trolling it at a very slow speed. It'll dive to about 5 feet, which is right where I want it. Put this on my line. We're shooting for a 10 plus pound, 27, 30-inch German brown. That's what we're shooting for. So it'll be a big haul in when we get it. And this is a slow sinking. You need to look at it. Always look at your new baits, because I've never fished with this particular bait before. We're gonna have to go fairly, probably on a 3. And we're going to work the sort of the drop off in Rainbow Bay. So we're just tossing it out there. We're going to sort of just let loose. We're going to pull it behind us about, 60 feet. And it should be about good. Okay, so we're going to, okay, we got good action at 3. Let's see if we could do it at 2. Okay, seems like it's swimming. All right, that might work. So basically, we're going to go back and forth on this. We're not going for quantity today. I mean, obviously, this is a big bait, and we're going to call on a 3. So a 3 on my is 1.8 miles, 2 miles an hour right now, just over 2 miles an hour. And we're going to hopefully work this drop off in the mouth of Rainbow Bay, because the kokanee or the salmon are coming towards the marina. So they're schooling this way. And so now I painted this like a full spawn male. And the males are just starting to peak up. So hopefully this one sets itself apart a little bit more from the other kokanee. And we'll get a big old, either a largemouth or a German brown. And we're shooting for those today. Like I said, I could catch a bunch. It is beautiful. Thank you. Hey, good morning, everybody. It is perfect out on the lake. Look at it. Glass, no wind, perfect weather. The water's 59 degrees, depending on depth, but 59, 60 degrees. And we finally are dipping into the 50s, which is good for German browns. Trout are cold water fish. They're up sharing the water column. We have no thermocline right now, so the warm and cold water are mixed right now, and the species are the sharing the water column. A lot of fish in the lake right now. I mean, I could catch a rainbow trout in front of you, and we probably will. We'll catch a rainbow trout in front of you after a few passes, and we'll get that. You see we're going to come here. work this drop off. The big bait. This is one of my $50 baits. There's rope there. Gotta hope I can fix that rope. I see the rope down there. I don't want to catch it. So we're going to change direction. Everybody's when you troll, especially if you're going to turn, it's a really slow turn. And try to keep the bait behind you. And we're going to come over to the buoys over here, the mooring buoys. We're going to sort of use them as sort of my racetrack. And we're going to go around them. Nice wide turn. The kokanee are swimming out here. They love the rock bottom. So we're now out of the brush into the rocks. And we're just turning real slow. We're going to come around these and go over, sort of ride. I think I'm going to go on a rainbow phase. Like I said, it's a very large bait. Jointed bait, so it's got a swim action. The red and green, silver, white on it really catch a big fish's attention if we run across one. Now we're kind of using these mooring buoys as my racetrack. You come around them. We're at 15 feet of water right now. We're going to end up sort of pulling this thing through about 10 feet of water on the turn. And what I'm looking, really, I'm looking for some really large, not the fish on my fish pond. Because German browns, our German browns are big, really big. You guys seen the one video, that 27 one, and I want to catch another one, or a personal best largemouth, either one. I'm happy. Water's clear. We got 12 feet of visibility in this water right now. So these fish that are breaking the surface in front of us right now, these are fingerlings, bass, large fish, really. If you see a large fish jump out of the water, that's going to be a salmon. And they do it in schools like dolphins. They just out of the water. Real pretty, actually. We're just now we've made our turn. Oh, that's not a fish. But we probably caught some weeds. Yep, we did. Caught some weeds. Oh, there's a big fish. That was a salmon. It just broke surface. You probably heard it. Oh, we just picked up a bunch of grass. This is a big. So I'm gonna work this right here. Let's see what we can do. Because the salmon are right up here. So we want to sort of work this area, see if there's any large German browns or largemouths hitting these big fish. What we're doing. what we're shooting for. This is a heavy bait. It's over 2 ounces. So you got to use, a heavy rod that can handle it, and then braid line, at least 20 pounds, but I'd probably go 30 in order to pull this thing in. I'm going to do some jerking on it, sort of make it look like it's floundering, and make it look like it's struggling in the water. When the fish is dying, they sort of lose their equilibrium, change directions. They don't swim perfectly vertical. And so when you jerk it like this, it does this and wiggles it a little bit, and makes it look like the fish is dying. We're going to get a little closer to the rocks because, again, the German browns are shallow. They're feeding off of these guys. So I'm writing a book right now on the lake, sort of a guide for the lake. Sell at the store, put in the cabins and stuff like that. Learning a whole lot. Learning a whole lot. Some fun stories. You're going to put a lot of fun stories in it. So it's not just an information book. It'll be a fun book to read. One of the stories is you can land seaplanes out here, and some of the owners like to ski behind their planes. I mean, come on. And I guess one of them got to about 60 miles an hour skiing behind their plane. I'm pretty sure the sheriff would appreciate such a moment. Just gonna jerk this. Jeez, trying to simulate a dying salmon. It looks fantastic in the water, by the way. Looks like a dying salmon, right? And again, this is very size and species specific, this bait. I mean, if I throw an ultralight out here, we would catch a fish um, rather quickly. This, really going for a big one. perfect day. It's a perfect day out here, guys. All right, let's put a small bait in. We'll catch a fish for you because this is an entertaining channel. So I'm going to hook this on my keeper. That's a big bait. That's a big bait. So we're going to go with my coffin bill because you know what? My coffin bill has already worked today and it's a fantastic bait. This is my coffin bill and it's a red, yellow with artistic splatter. We're using it on my Shimano Ultralight BFS reel. You reel it in super slow, really slow. Feel something hit. Oh, there we go. We got something. We got, oh, I lost it. Dang it. He ran with it. I lost him. Let's try it again. Almost every cast on this bait, you get a bite. Go really slow and set that hook quick. Going to that marina. I see some pretty good fish there. Over here. Sneak up. Put down here. And you're going to do a hard U-turn here. Pretty move around with me. Ooh, these are salmon. I'm not going to hit this. It's the wrong bait for salmon. But I don't want to catch salmon. I want to catch what's eating the salmon. Oh, oh, dang it. Those are, that was a perch that hit it. I saw him chasing it. I mean, perch are pretty. They taste good too. I just can't carve them up to get enough meat off of them. You know, like one bite per fish. You know, this bait's a very slow moving, good action. Look how slow I'm turning my hand. Really. So it's on 2 or 3 seconds per rotation. Drives you nuts, but it's like a drag race. The green light hits and you're off to the races. Closer. drifted a bit. I'll tell you, when you guys fish, um, I mean, not only how you work the bait, but just 50 feet of location in the lake, you make a big difference. And what I'm seeing, see, there's a salmon that just jumped. And we're not fishing for salmon, we're fishing for what's eating the salmon, is what we're fishing for. Suspense is killing me. Takes so long to pull this thing. You almost want to give up on it. They do chase it right up to the boat, and I can see it in the water now. So when I see it and there's nothing chasing it, I'll just pull in the bait. Twitches. Oh, it was like 4 salmon just jumped behind me. They're red though, so the bait that I've got, really a good timing for it because those males were bright red. So we're going to switch this bait to a new bait that I just painted. And it's actually an ice fishing jig, but it's a lipless and it'll swim. So we're going to take this off because it glows. Okay. So this actually glows underwater, and it's yellow and green with a bright glow. We're going to put this baby in the water and swim it. And again, it's a very light bait. So obviously we're using the BFS. Very nice cast with the BFS. We're going to let it sink now. And we're going to swim it real slow. We'll see what we can get. Again, this is a brand new bait I had just painted. And it's very bright in the water. But yeah, these kokanee are just about to go into a full spawn mode because that was sort of caught up on itself a little bit on the line. Let me see how this thing swims. Huh, I can actually pull this fairly quick. I'm gonna let it sink and do a medium retrieve on it. Feels good. Wants to come up to the top though. We're gonna have to go slower to keep it down in the water column. Let's see, it keeps tangling up on the cast. Could just take that back treble off of it and just work it with one treble. That one's good now. Let's see what happens. You don't have to put two treble hooks on a lure. I do because it's got two spots for it, but you can take one off, the back one, because fish bite the heads when they hit a lure. That looks really good in the water. Let's hope that that doesn't dangle up on itself. All right, we're gonna let it sink now, work a different depth. And we're gonna bring it. That was about 5 feet. Yeah, you kind of count 1 second per foot. So I might have to take this back treble hook off. You know, if I do that, let's do that. Gotta add some split ring pliers in here. Let's try to do it the old-fashioned way, you know. Emily, what are you doing? Are you upsetting people? Don't upset people. I have a very, very nice peoples. Emily, do not upset my peoples. I haven't anybody who's blue and you see something inappropriate, delete it. All right, good. We got it in the split ring. So now we're going to take this back treble off because it's causing problems. We've taken the back treble off and now it's a single treble. It's a single treble bait. So we're going to now use it with a single treble hook, which will eliminate the problem of it catching on the line. So now it's going to swim just fine. And don't be afraid to do this to baits that are doing funky things. If you see a solution, do it. You're still going to catch a fish. You're still going to catch fish. It's a very small bait. So that, fish hits it, they're going to get hooked if you set the hook quick enough. So don't worry about that. Okay, we've got, oh yeah, it looks fantastic in the water. So we're going to go back over to my spot because we dripped it a bit. So, but yeah, that looks really good. By the way, testing a bait before I sell them is really important. So that's why I put it here, even though it's an ice fishing jig, um, it's a good necklace. So we're going to, I'm going to save money. Put one hook on him. See if this continues to be a good design. Let's sink for a second. A little bit of a backlash. Pulling in, nice. Sort of second gear it. Looks good in the water though, guys. I think we fixed it. Removing a hook, fixed the casting of it. Now, as an ice fishing jig, you don't cast, so you can leave two hooks on it. These salmon are just jumping like crazy, which makes you nuts a little bit because you want to catch something. And these salmon, they're, I mean, basically, if you catch one, you're going to either foul hook it or you're going to, you know, you'll catch them on instinct because they're not eating. They're just, they're spawning. And salmon, when they spawn, they do not eat. Has to be. But you gotta let it sink. Gotta let this bait sink if you're gonna retrieve it. Work it like a lure. Look at all those bait. I mean, okay, there's a ton of fish, like about 20 of them, just followed it up to my boat. So we're going to let that sink. We're in the marina. Now. Oh, see, now that's a fingerling. That's just a little tiny, tiny fish hit it. He fell off real quick when I pulled him out of the water. It was just a little, looks like this big, looked like a sardine. Ton of these in here. Um, Now to make this even more attractive, which we've done a pretty good job with it already. We'll put some bait on it. Power bait. And you've got the power bait the same color as my jig, yellow and green. Probably catch a crappie. Probably what we'll catch right now. Put it right in a good spot. That's a good spot. A lot of crappie over there typically. I'm going to yo-yo it a little bit. Bring it up, let it drop. These salmon just going nuts. Salmon are going nuts. A lot. These are look like we got a variety, mostly largemouth fingerlings under us. See some smallmouth fingerlings. The nice thing about having fingerlings around is that bigger fish will eat these. So again, we're not really interested in the fingerlings themselves. We just want what's eating them is what we but some of these guys are pretty aggressive. I have to remember I've got my lightest tackle in my hand so I don't break my rods or my string. They just chase it. Yeah. Exactly. Just that there's a big perch looking at it. I mean, it's fun watching the fish sort of swarm it. That's what's happening right now. We're swarming it. And what I'm doing now, I'm just jigging it. What would be fun? This is going to be fun for you guys. So don't freak out. I'm going to put you in my waterproof case. I'm going to put you guys in the water. And I want you guys to see what I'm saying. You're going to do it. So I need some kind of way to hold you guys, not lose you. I'll take my arm off. I'm going to use it to hold you guys down underwater. An underwater shot. Wouldn't that be fun? An underwater shot. Beautiful. Hi, you guys. Hi, you guys. You just hang on. I'm going to put you underwater. Underwater. See what I'm doing. Hopefully, I won't lose my phone. All right. Rotate device. The problem is, fish are going to go down. I need to hold you guys for as long. Okay. Sorry. How is this going to work? I'm going to put you guys down there. They've already eaten. All right. So. Okay, so now you're in the water. All right, we gotta bring you guys over here. Okay, rotate. Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. All right. Working. I'm working. Trying to. All right. I'm gonna bring my bait up. All right. See the bait. facing the wrong way. Wrong way. We need to get the other camera down. Okay, here we go. Now we're facing the other way. Okay. I got you. Now you're in the water. My bait. Come on, fishies. Okay. The barbecue. Oh, there's a big right there. Come on, baby. Come to me. That's a largemouth. Come on. I don't know if you guys saw it. There's a largemouth. Okay, so we're going to give up on that because the waterproof case was leaking a little bit. I saw some water in it. So we're going to give up on the underwater technique. This is where I'll catch a fish underwater right underneath the boat. So, all right. So now I got to set this thing back up. I don't want to lose my phone in the marina again. All right. All right. We tried something really crazy. I know it. That was crazy. That was nuts. I know. I know that was kind of crazy, but it was worth a shot, right? It was worth a shot. Technique was lousy though. Look at these little guys chasing it. I wanted you guys to see what was happening underwater, but I guess I didn't do a very good job. Lie. I could do it on my GoPro and just edit it in, but you know what? Editing takes so much time. God, there's so many fish in the water, though. I mean, it's just plentiful. Nothing. I mean, I've seen a couple good sized ones. Nothing big, big though. They're just chasing it. What did you guys? What did it look like? Did you guys think it was cool? I mean, did you guys? Did the underwater look kind of look good, or I mean, I don't. I'm gonna have to watch it later. I'm gonna have to watch it later. The chest is just. Oh, there's a big bass right. Let's see if he'll hit this. I should grab another bait. There's a good sized bass right there. There are some good sized bass over here right now. Okay, we're going to pull this in. We're going to go with my square bill. And we're going to go with the square bill with the tail spin. Really should do a pretty good job of it. Oh, Kate Love with this stupid cascade. Can't believe I thought they were great at the You know those stupid salmon. They're just jumping out of the water. Man, I would love to catch a German brown on these. Or one of these. Yeah, it's like 2 pounders. Largemouth. We're having a good old time feasting on these guys, though. So much for my underwater shot, huh? God, it's a beautiful day, guys. Beautiful day. Look at it. Look at the lake. I mean, it's just gorgeous today. This thing. This is when I get a hit. There we go. There we go. It's a little more secure. I have another bait I'd like to try. Brand new bait also. It's a round bill. Dive a little deeper than 7 feet. We'll knock it off the rocks a little bit. And also, I put the glow on it too. So let's give it a shot. Because I haven't tried it yet. I have used this link plenty of times and it works really, really well. Like this. Look, that really thick plastic this time, but still, these are sharp hooks. Like pulling it out of your skin. Cut it out. Oh, what? A little bit of my blood in there. Oh, this is what I you start catching the stupid hook on everything. Yeah. Yeah. I hate coughing right now because my chest, broken bone in my chest hurts. Yeah. This is it. This is it. So this is a deeper dive. So we're gonna have to just bring it slower with the tip up. A good trolling bait too. We're in fairly shallow water, 6 feet. Knocking on the bottom. Just good. Okay to knock. We have to go a little farther out. Right. Right now, the sun is out nicely. The water is nice and clear. You can look for shadows in the water throughout the day. Really hate this reel. I gotta buy me another one. Get rid of this stupid casking reel. I re-spool it all the time. Then it works for a while. I get enough confidence in it, and then it just doesn't work. Eh? And it just catches. It always did. I'm gonna switch this over to my Shimano reel. This bait. I don't like this at all when it does this. So we got the Shimano's got the big bait on it. Of course. Let's try it. Well, I'm just gonna finger this thing. You don't get as far a cast, but I can ride the spool finger. Let's troll it a bit. Let's see what happens. Go catch some more trout, rainbows. See much of the fish kind of. This is more of a smallmouth bass area too. I've caught very few smallies lately. Big coffee. I'm telling you, my chest hurts a lot, guys. Should have gave me some pain pills. Broken bone in your chest stinks. Oh, it's your sternum. Yeah, that's where your ribs are attached. We're cruising at about 2.25 miles an hour. Emily, are you behaving yourself? Behave yourself, Emily. Okay, right now we're at 30 feet of waters, but we're going to come up to a drop off here pretty quick. So it's going to ascend in about 20 more feet. It'll start coming up. And we're going to ride that ridge here. Now we're starting to see the ascend, the ridge. You want to ride this ridge with this bait. 20 feet, 18, 16 feet. So now this bait's going to dive about 9 or 10 feet. So we're going to hold this at about 11 or 12 feet. We're going to find that sweet spot on the ridge. We're going to troll this. Hopefully not catch much vegetation, but we probably will. Because that's the bottom of the lake I'm seeing, not the top of the vegetation. We're going to start seeing vegetation here pretty soon. Nice thing about fishing the lake you fish all the time, it's like you learn the characteristics of the lake. See the vegetation, about 12 feet down, 10 feet. We have 12 feet of visibility in the water right now. So about right now, I'm going to slow this down a little bit to hopefully get the bait the ability to navigate through any kind of debris. Things are doing good. Now we're getting into some tall vegetation. Come in because we're going to work this vegetation with finesse. It's a lot of rainbow trout out here. A lot of rainbow trout. And German browns do get rainbows. They like them. We're looking pretty good. I'm going to stop the motor, bring this in and cast out. Salmon are all over the place, man. Did catch got a little bit of a hitchhiker on it. Let's try this casting out with this stupid reel. I'm going to switch. I can't stand this casting. So we're almost like we got to get to 1,000 subscribers solidly. Once we do that, I've already ordered the prize, which is a rod and reel medium light spinning setup. Really nice. I've already ordered it, so it should be coming in. And when it comes in, I'll feature it, and hopefully we'll pass 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there now. I mean, come on, tell your friends. Tell your friends. Put it on your Facebook page or stuff like that. Share, share, share. Trying that green bait that I took one hook off, put some power bait on it. But if this doesn't get anything out here, we're going to go back to my coffin bill because it works. You want to try different baits, it's part of being a bait maker. But removing that hook really helps the cast and the retrieve on this bait. So having just one hook on it is really, really a smart thing to do. We're going to take this off. We'll put the coffin bill on there. Oh, you know what? I want to try this one. It's too heavy for this rod, though. So we're going to put the coffin bill on this one. There is another bait down there I want to try. So we're going to put the coffin bill, but we're going to switch rods. We're going to go to a spinning rod for this other bait. This other bait, I did put a tail spinner on the small finesse bait, but it's just too heavy for this rod. So we're going to go to a spinning rod now. Favorite rods. It's a Cajun rod. That's a Piscopon rod, which is another very nice rod. Love the backbone on it. A little too stiff for the BFS, but that's all right. So this one is a new bait, but I put a tail spinner on it. So it sort of opens up the variety of fish that it'll attract, but it adds a lot more flash to it. And flash helps catch fish. All right. This is going to be is nice. This one's going to dive to about 4 feet, which is like perfect for this area. We're 10 feet. With the added tailspin, I think we should do pretty good with this. I think you guys will like my giveaway for the thousand subscriber giveaway. I even bought one for me. It's a spinning setup though. You know? Get a little farther into the just by about 50. I know it just makes a big difference, and I know this sweet spot. I really like the way this looks in the water. A nice, second gear retrieve. I do sort of describe my retrieve speeds by gears because, if you drive a stick shift, you'll know what I'm talking about. First gear is real slow. Second gear, residential. So, and this is a residential retreat. Okay. The coffin bill is definitely a first gear, almost an idle. Not seeing anything chase it. And that's really disappointing on this bait. I only made one just for me, but I really thought with the tailspin on it, it would really do good. We don't get a bite on this on this cast. We're going to go to the coffin bill. Should get a bite. Or not. All right, fine. We'll try again later. We'll try again. We won't give up on that. That is I really think that bait, the way I designed it, should work really good. We already know that this bait works good. We're going to, this one is an idle. You see me work this bait really, 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 really slow. So wow. Man, gosh, the lake is just a mirror. Look at this. The lake's a mirror. Might this be the spot? And that's fine. Might have to go and I don't see a lot of vegetation under us. Fish finder's fairly clear. I like to have vegetation. We're going to go in just a little bit. We're going to find this vegetation. We're sitting right on the edge of it. I want to get behind it and pull the bait through it. I see it. It's just behind you. And I need it in front of me. The vegetation is starting to turn brown, as green and rich in oxygen as because of the turn of the lake. You know that. I know it's. We didn't go very. Watch. Got to bring bait into the vegetation. So, a good spot. I got to position myself and bring the bait through the grass the right way. Try that other baby bass was chasing it. Spinner. I think my trout are moving. We have to get closer to the sunset shore. I'm going to troll this. I'm going to catch some grass. I'm pretty sure this is tall vegetation here. Like I said, it's just on the verge of dying. So the oxygen-rich environments change when a lake turns. And what was rich in oxygen as the plants die, it loses some of the oxygen concentration in the water. The fish know that. Like for me, when I have a hard time breathing, they do too. So they search for another area. Still enough green in here to give us a good bite. Degree waters. Good trout and bass. So they should be sharing. We did see some bass visibly. So Love the day though. 10 o'clock, huh? 6 p.m. British time. Greenwich Mean Time. I'm gonna try the coffin bill here. No, one of these baits will work. Oh, it was a bite, but it wasn't a trout. It looked like a perch. I saw it. I'm gonna get closer to the other shore. I really use this force. I'll follow this line. See that spot. Until I find as cool as this. We'll switch baits. We'll go with the spinner. By the right one, I think. I don't know if I think I tried this one last time. The other spinning. Particular bait balls. All right. They work real good. Garlic scented. All right. Gotta throw it in the water and look at it and see, make sure it's working. Yeah, good. All right. Definitely going for a trout here. Oh, you know, bass will hit it too. We'll see. Flashing. Let it sink more. Sink a little more. Different depth. What are we at? 10 feet? Yeah. Down into the vegetation now. This one's just not, doesn't spin. I don't know why. Seems like it should. That's why I put it away last time. Just put stuck over. It happens. You know, a lot of plant life. Some plants. Hitchhikers. Hitchhikers. I call it a hitchhiker when plants get on it. It's just not spinning. We got to switch this spinner out. It lacks its name of action. Balls. Those. This is the next spinner. It's pretty heavy. Might be too heavy for this. Let's see. Cast it a few times to see the weight. I've caught some nice large bass or trout on these before. Nice groovy looking ones. It's like somebody on an LSD acid trip made these. Come on, turn. Yeah, it's turning. You just gotta. This is like a third or fourth gear retrieve. And it's just working it. Wait, let it drop. Nah. love it when they sort of wind up on the second eye or guide. Not doing too good on camera today, are we? Huh. Little bit. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Roll this. Slowest possible speed we can. Like it to another spot. God, my chest hurts, guys. Never broke a bone in my chest before. I spent the day in the hospital yesterday because my chest hurt. My blood pressure was pretty high. It was just very high. My wife was worried, so went to the ER. We ruled out heart attack. It's just this broken bone that's inflaming, my chest. And it really hurts. And I have a hard time breathing anyway, so We'll go crappie jigging. That's easy. You got something. Probably a perch. Feels like a, oh, felt like a perch. Perch have a very distinctive bite. Actually, all fish sort of do. And then a distinctive bite. Very peaceful. That's what I enjoy about fishing. The serenity of it. Just me in the water, birds, fish underneath me. Me against nature. Gonna enjoy the peace. Get a hit, we get a hit. Just enjoy the peace. Try to breathe without pain. It's so pretty. Let's try this side. Why not? It's 59 degrees water. We could probably try some top water, you know, probably catch a bird. At least it's something. Did catch a feisty, nice sized rainbow before I started recording. Then when you start recording, you don't catch nothing. Sometimes you, yeah, that's beautiful. It's just beautiful, guys. Look at this. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Big bus. Got some visitors today. I'm not doing too good with my winter bait. We'll have to switch baits again. Here we go. We got something. Finally. Got to play it though. He's a little guy. I have to play this guy. Yep, there he goes. A little largemouth bass. Yeah, a little largemouth. Baby bass. There you go. Little largemouth. Thanks for playing. I was just about to give up on this bait, I guess. He's just sort of drifting out in the middle of Rainbow Bay. hitchhiker. Encouraging, you know that there's a pass out here. Thinking of topwater. About topwater after this retrieve. Miss. Oh, nest box maybe. Yeah. All right. Wake bait. Finesse. Try not to put a hook in my fingers. We got bass out here. They'll hit this baby. Let's see what else it's do. Usually it really narrows it down to the bass. Keep an eye on it. Probably not in your frame, huh? Try to get you guys to see the topwater hit if we get one. Hopefully not a bird. That seagull is diving on stuff. He's coming around to me. Keep an eye on those guys. lot of grass over here. Where there's grass, there's bass. Go backwards. I know. I don't know if I hit that button right. Switch that. We're going to troll this. Hopefully not catch a bird. Get you guys situated a little bit. So it's the, you can see it in the water. Got it in a rod holder I got it in my hand. So I'm going to do a few little flips and hops on it and try to get some action as we go over all this vegetation. See that osprey dive? Oh, you almost missed it. Stupid seagull. You gotta keep an eye on him. He's hitting top water stuff. I don't want to catch another bird. Yes, hurts, guys. minutes for getting something. Forget about you guys. Let's see. Okay, we're doing a break now. We'll see you guys in a little bit.